Family Histories by J.L. Perkins, Social Studies. Fun facts. In 23, almost 706,000 immigrants came to United States. El Salvador is the smallest country in Central America. It is about the size of Massachusetts. Many Bantu celebrate Dabshid, a festival in which people dance and sing around a bonfire to greet the new year. In this book, you will read family history of two students, Malik and Sophia's. They will tell you about how their families came to live in the United States. Vocabulary: immigrant, holiday, custom. Do you ever wonder where all of the people live in the United States come from? Many are immigrants. Immigrants are people who have moved here from other countries. My name is Malik. My family is from Somalia. My friend Sophia's family is from El Salvador. These are the stories of our families and how they came to live in the United States. Malik's story. My family is from an African country called Somalia. It is about the size of the state of Texas. My family is known as Bantu. My family speaks a language called Mai, one of many languages spoken by Bantu people. I was very young when I lived in Somalia. My parents tell me that life in Somalia was hard. In most places, there are no schools for Bantu children. Jobs for adults are very difficult to find. Most Bantu families have small farms so that they have enough to eat. My parents wanted to come to the United States. They had heard that life would be easier. Before we left Somalia, people came to talk to my parents about what life would be like in the United States. In Somalia, we did not have some things that many people in the United States use every day. For example, in Somalia, there were no banks. Instead of grocery stores, there were outdoor markets. The clothing we wore was very different from what people in the United States wear. When we finally arrived in the United States, we were excited but also a little scared. Everything was very different. People helped us find a place to live and answer our questions. My parents took classes to learn English. After several months, my father got a job at a warehouse. He said the jobs helped him learn English because he gets to practice every day. I am learning English at school. I am also learning about the holidays and customs of the United States. I learned about Independence Day and the custom of celebrating with parades and fireworks. I am learning how to play baseball from my friends at school. It is a lot of fun. Sophia's story. Oh, my family is getting used to all of the new things in the United States. The things that were so different when we first came finally seem familiar to us. Sophia's story. My name is Sophia. I was born in the United States, but my grandparents are from El Salvador. El Salvador is the part of Central America between North America and South America. El Salvador is a small country. It has a tropical climate. El Salvador has several volcanoes. Earthquakes also happen from time to time. Life in El Salvador was difficult for my grandparents. They worked very hard but did not earn much money. My grandparents had a young son, my father. They wanted him to have more opportunities, so they decided to come to the United States. My grandparents packed their belongings and said goodbye to their families. They made the long trip from El Salvador to Los Angeles, California. My grandparents were very happy when they arrived in the United States. They met other people from El Salvador who helped them find a place to live. In El Salvador, my grandparents spoke Spanish. Now, one of their biggest challenges was learning English. The job that my grandparents were able to get were very hard. They were glad to be in the country, thought. They wanted my father to have a good life. My father saw how hard his parents worked. They knew that it was important for him to get a good education. He studied hard in school and learned English quickly. At home, our family spoke Spanish. My father learned to speak both languages well. When he finished high school, my father went to college. While at the college, he met my mother. Her family was also from Central America. Soon after they finished college, my parents were married. They were able to get good jobs. My mother is a nurse at a hospital. My father owned a restaurant that serves Central American food. People in the neighborhood like his restaurant because they can get food that reminds them of El Salvador. My parents have learned a lot about different cultures in this country. We celebrate holidays from both countries and are proud of our story. With my parents and brothers and sisters, I often visit my grandparents. They tell us how lucky we are to be living in the United States. I am glad we have so many opportunities. I work hard in school so that I can go to college. I love animals and think I would like to be a veterinarian when I grow up. People in the United States come from many other countries. Each person has a family history and culture to share. It is wonderful to live in a country where you can meet people from so many different places. Glossary, custom, a special way that a group does something. Holiday, a special day. Immigrant, a person who started in a new country.